Hi guys, Steph here. Merry Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve here, so it's a bit crazy, but I have my design team projects for Little Blue Button stamps. Earlier this month I was like, oh my goodness, my design team day is on Christmas Eve this year. So, I have 2 cards to share, and I'm going to do it probably a little quick because, as I mentioned, it's Christmas Eve. But I hope everyone's having a safe, wonderful, warm, happy holiday. So my first project is using a digital image, and it's using Eris with Wagon. And this is the card, and I don't know how much you can see the dimension and the glitters and all that. But first I'll go over the image. Eris is Copic colored and fussy cut out, and these are the Copic colors I used. And then I glossy accented the wagon. I added some silver sparkle to the dragon and to the flag, some glossy accents on the button, eyes for the bear, some orange wink of Stella on the flower of her dress and the trim of her dress, a little white gel pen on the eye, and some glossy accents on her feet, her shoes, and popped her up. And then my card base is 5.5 by 5.5. I used Enchanted Evening by Paper Tray Ink. Then I took another piece of the Enchanted Evening and used the Simon Says Stamp Falling Snow stencil and went over it with the Viva modeling cream in Pearl. And I love these metallic modeling creams. I love them. The Viva ones are awesome. So I used that, and it gave it, now you can go thin or thick with this. I went a little thin because I didn't want it to take really long to dry. But it's got some really nice dimension on there that's not too out there, and you can feel the dimension, and it's got a great shimmer. So I love that. And then up here, as you might have noticed, is more shimmer. I don't know how well you can see that shimmer paper. I used the die cuts with a View shimmer stack, that twinkling one. It's like pressed glitter, and they're so sparkly in person. And I die cut it with the CC Designs icicle border. Love it. And I just put that up here. And then for the joy, I used Paper Tray Ink's Wonderful Words Joy. And I used the stamp and the die. And I stamped that in Hero Arts Mint Julep. And it's got a music note pattern, which is probably going to be hard to see on camera. Then out of some textured green cardstock, I die cut the Memory Box Frosted Christmas Tree. And I didn't want to add white snow on this. I used textured cardstock so it would give it that pressed texture and then the non-pressed, which I really like how that came out. And I could easily go and add some snow, but I felt there was enough going on in the back. Then for the little birdie up here, I used the Paper Tray Inks in the Meadow. And then my pattern paper down here is from Recollections Festivus. And then lastly, I just added some moonshine sequins, and they're the 6mm ones from I got them on Simon Says Stamp, and they're called Moonshine, and I forget who makes them. And then I added a few of the mini ones from my Simon Says Stamp kit. And then the inside, all I did was add some more pattern papers, including this little cutout from the Festivus Winter Magic. And then, because it says Joy here, I added To the World, and that's from the Wonderful Words Joy. And then from the Paper Tray Ink in the Meadow, I added Walking in a Winter Wonderland. So really simple. Like how it turned out. So that's card number 1. And then for card number 2, I used a rubber stamp. And this is the card, and this one's got a lot more layering on it. So I used the rubber stamp Ragdoll Sweetheart Skating. She's super cute. And these are the Copic colors that I used on her. And these will all be listed on the Little Blue Button Stamps blog. So, let me show you. I Copic colored her and fussy cut her out. And then I added some Wink of Stella. No, I did not. I'm lying. I did not use Wink of Stella. I'm sorry. I used Stardust Stickles on her belt and her gloves. Some glossy accents on her shoes. And then for this puffy pink, I don't know how well you can see that it's actually puffed up. The pink on her outfit is puffy and dimensional. And for that, I used my pink the liquid applique. And I have always had the white liquid applique, but a while back on Joann's.com I got a bunch of different colors of the liquid applique, and I think it's really fun to try the different colors. So that's the pink liquid applique, and it's nice and puffy on her earmuffs and her outfit, and it's super cute. So then this is on a 5.5 by 5.5 inch paper trig rustic white card base. And then I also matted everything with, oh, I forget the name, this dark green cardstock. I'll have to look it up. And then my pattern papers are actually all from my Simon Says Stamp Kit of the Month. And this white one is glittered, which I love. So all the pattern papers are from that. And then I used a little bit of this sheer ribbon from Ribbon Tree. I don't know. I got it at Joann's a while back. It's like a white sheer ribbon with a pink, light pink tint. So I just put that across and tied a bow. And then I added 3 buttons in pink, and those are from SB & Company. And then I put some Studio Calico snowflake veneers and a star veneer. And then over these two I used my dark green Wink of Stella. And over this one I used my dark pink Wink of Stella. So it's nice and glittery and colored at the same time. Then for this wood veneer here, I used wood veneer from Scraptastic. And I went over the entire thing with a clear Wink of Stella. I don't know if you'll be able to actually see the glitter on there. And then for these little corners, I used my Jolie's Flourishes and Christmas Tree stickers. And then for my sentiment, I used the Some Odd Girl Winter Wishes for the Winter Wishes. Heat embossed it with my silver Hero Arts embossing powder. Then I punched it out using this Martha Stewart to punch all over the page. And then I took this glittery white and I punched another one, cut it in half, and then layered it on each side to make it look layered. So that is the front. And then the inside, all I did was layer some more pattern papers. And then Time for Frolic, Time to Play, I Wish Winter Would Always Stay is from the Amy R. Friesen Season from CC Designs. And this is a newer release. And then I just added these 2 snowflakes from K & Company's Christmas Cheer Snowflake Stickers with Gem. And that's it. So the inside's really simple, but I like how it came out. And those are my 2 cards for my Design Team Day today, Little Blue Button Stamps. I hope you like them. If you have any questions, feel free. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to comment down below, or go on the blog for a detailed description of everything as well, and a list of all my supplies and Copic colors. Thanks for watching. Bye.